Nebraska began preparations here for Wisconsin on Tuesday. Hi, this is Sean Callahan for HuskerOnline.com, and some good news on the injury front to start. Wide receiver Jordan Westerkamp was out here in full go as Nebraska began preparations for Saturday's game in Camp Randall. Also, David Neville out on the practice field along with offensive lineman Nick Gates. But it was a defensive day, and we caught up with several just defensive players and coaches to get their initial thoughts here on the Badgers.
It's not about the scheme. It's more about a handful of plays that they get really good at, and then they give you some, try to give you some problems with formations and how they set the flank, whether it's tight, whether it's wide, some nasty splits, some things like that.
It's a big game for us. It's another opportunity for us to prove ourselves against a very good offense, and so far this season it's probably the best offense we're going to face. So. It's a big challenge for the defense, so we're excited.
It's a big opportunity, like you said. Wisconsin ranked 11th, big-time Big Ten matchup. Got a lot of things on the line, so it's a huge opportunity for us to go out there and really play with those guys and show what we're really about.
And a big part of what Wisconsin will do on offense is their running back, Clement, who in the last 2 games has had 60 carries for 298 yards.
Yeah, he can run. I mean, he's elusive. He's, he can stop on a dime and make cuts, and he's not afraid to run you over. So we know what we're in for, and a tremendous, challenge is going to be every play, slowing them down.
He's just an all-around back. You know what I mean? Some guys you're like, all right, not going to make you miss, and take him out low, and should be all right. Some guys, you got to break down a little bit more and go get them because, they'll break your ankles, but he's kind of the whole package. He can run through you, he can run around you, and once he gets going, he's a load. So it's going to be fun playing him. It's going to be a fun contest, and I'm excited to compete with him.
Yeah, he's probably one of the best backs we're going to see so far. He plays hard, plays physical. He doesn't go down easy. So we're going to have to do a good job of really closing in on him and making sure that there's 11 guys to the hat every time.
Well, he's a really good player. And then he's playing behind a really good offensive line. So the combination of the two make him a challenge.
When looking at this Badger offense, there's also a pretty good chance you're going to see 2 quarterbacks in redshirt freshman Alex Hornibrook and Bart Houston.
He's a smart player. He's not one of those guys as a passing standpoint. I don't think he doesn't really step into his throws. He doesn't really. The other guy he throws it with a little more juice. Lefty kind of throws it with a little more touch. But he's a smart guy. From what I watched on film. He's made some mistakes, but a lot of them, a lot of their offense doesn't really run through him. So, we've got to shut down the run game.
When looking at this matchup for Nebraska, there's no question it's going to be probably the biggest physical challenge the Blackshirts have faced this year.
When you're 6'6" and 320, you're surprisingly how athletic they are. Yeah, big guys. I mean, that's it's not just one. It's all of them. Even the backups that come in are big and strong. So, we're our hands will be are full.
It's going to be a war in the trenches. It's going to start up front, and we understand that, and we're going to bring our blue hats, and we're going to be ready to go.
Well, they'll challenge us. They're just big up front. They're physical up front, and they're committed to pounding the ball. And so it's just got to be a disciplined, tough game for us, and stay with it the whole game, because they're kind of like what our offense has been able to do. They kind of wear you down, and then they kind of start bleeding for stuff late in the game. And that's where we got to do a good job and rotating guys and getting guys in so we can be fresh in the fourth quarter, so we can keep playing like we are in the fourth quarter.
And finally, going on the road this week, it will not be easy, as Camp Randall at night especially is one of the tougher atmospheres in college football.
Oh, it's an amazing atmosphere. I mean, kind of in the beginning of the game, it's not fully filled up because I think some of the students are, getting a little bit of liquid courage in them. But then by the end of halftime and stuff, then it's full, and they're ready to go, and they're loud. It's obviously got a ton of history with the jump around and stuff, so it's a fun atmosphere. We just hope we come out on the winning side of it and end up on a quiet note.
It's going to be exciting. It's going to be. I expect it to be real cranked up like it was for Ohio State, but once like I said, once those hands is in the dirt, it's just football at the end of the day.
I think it'll be a lot like here. I think the hardest thing to do is play in a place like this than go on the road where it's dead. So I think the energy is a good thing, and it'll be a fun game, night game against Wisconsin. I mean, you can't ask for much better than that.
You know, even when we went down there and played last time, you know, just being able to play in an environment like that is, you know, that's what Big Ten football is all about. And, you know, we're excited for this type of opportunity, playing a really high, you know, nationally ranked football team. And it's a good chance for us in the Big Ten Conference, you know, to prove ourselves. So, you know, we're excited. You know, for us older guys, we got to, you know, keep the younger guys, you know, let them know what types of things they're going to expect. But, you know, to me, I'm excited. You know, the jump around thing is, you know, their fourth quarter thing. But, you know, I wouldn't want to see us in the fourth quarter either.
The Huskers went half pads here on Tuesday. They will come back again on Wednesday around 4 o'clock. Reporting with the Nebraska football team here in Lincoln, I'm Sean Callahan of HuskerOnline.com.